Uh, I have this Google Hangout thing has been an absolute fiasco, getting it up and running and moving in the beginning of this. Right now I'm sweating because I've stopped and started this twice already to get it all working properly. We're going to get going in just a minute as far as answering questions you have about knee pain. And these, of course, these are for Inner Circle members. The Knees for Life Inner Circle is a community of people. It's a membership site for people to get answers, knee pain sufferers to get answers with the understanding and belief that the body can heal itself. That if we come from a natural approach to addressing the tension in the body, understanding the source of the pain is from your nervous system. The nerves in the knee that are being irritated, sending a signal to your brain that you have pain. And when we set up the conditions that your body can heal itself, it does the rest. And if it's not healing, if you still continue to have knee pain, what's happening is there's something in the way blocking your body from doing its job. And all we do here is remove those blocks. Your body does the rest. So these calls are designed to use my virtual clinic. And being a member of the Inner Circle, you have access to the virtual clinic. The virtual clinic has all of the videos that I've created over the past 8 years up online in one location. And when I get a question from an Inner Circle member, I reference the virtual clinic to help them with the highest leverage activities. Their homework is to work with those videos that I point them to, work on those tasks, and then report in those changes. What do they notice? How does the pain shift? How does it change? How does it move? So we're working with the knees as well as with the rest of the body. So Knees for Life Inner Circle members understand this. And if you are watching this and you're not a member of the Knees for Life Inner Circle, then there will be a link after the end of this video for you to be able to sign up. It's real easy. It's a monthly membership and you get support from me. And if you think about that, you know, it's a $97 a month price tag. But if you think about that, what are you spending on going to the doctor? Physical therapy that doesn't work, exercises that are putting you back into pain, all of the things that you're doing now that isn't working without the guidance, without the support. And you get that support from myself and from a community of people who are also along that same path, who want to have strong, healthy knee joints the rest of their life. So this is a venue for doing so. Okay. There's a few housekeeping things I'd like to touch on. One is keep an eye on the Knee Pain Guru website. We are going to have within the next day or so an assessment up online. That's basically, where are you with your knees? You enter into the assessment and you're going to be asked a series of questions that'll give you the highest leverage activities to get you out of pain today. Very simple, very quick, take about 30 seconds to complete. And then I'll have a video at the end that'll explain to you the high leverage activities for you to work on, and then an option of what you could do if that isn't enough and you want to take it further. So keep an eye on the Knee Pain Guru website for that information. Also, I'm going to be hosting classes here in Asheville, North Carolina. The next date of those classes are August 15th and 16th. Part of the challenge that I have is I'm really great at getting people out of knee pain, but as you saw in the beginning of this broadcast, I'm not so great with the technology. So what I'm trying to do is remove those blocks so you can work with me directly. So the easiest way to remove those blocks is to schedule a date for a class and have you email me directly. if that's what you would like to do. The class will be 2 days, and we're going to dig in deep on all of the elements that I talk about in my program. Mindset, water, nutrition, breathing, and comfort are the highest leverage things to work on to get you out of pain. This will be hands-on. You will be working with your own knee, and I will be walking you through those specific stretches that you would need to work on, that you would need to focus on. You can ask questions. It's going to be an awesome weekend. It's really exciting for me because I have actually a space right now that is limited. The space is limited to 10 people. I just got the flyer together for it this morning. There are already 5 spots filled. So if you want to be part of that, August 15th and 16th in Asheville, North Carolina, shoot me an email, bill@theKneePainGuru.com. Put in the subject line, Asheville class, August 15th and 16th. Asheville class, August 15th and 16th. Send me an email. Like I said, there's only 5 spots left. I'm actually going to be teaching at a local primitive skills gathering here in Asheville this weekend, the next 4 days, and I'm also going to be promoting that class there. So 5 spots available. Make sure you grab your space. Knees for Life Inner Circle members get a $100 discount. So it's kind of like a no-brainer. If you are a member of the Knees for Life Inner Circle, current member of the Knees for Life Inner Circle, you'll get the discount off of that. I'm actually covering more than the cost of being a member of the Knees for Life Inner Circle. So definitely want to check that out. Let's see. That's it for now. Now we're going to get into the questions. So I am going to share my screen here. And we are going to go to the questions. Okay. First question here is from Jerry Marsh. I'm hanging in there, although very discouraged. I'm a very focused and disciplined person and desperate not to have 2 knee replacements. Of course, I have said before, I already had the hydration and eating in place, anti-inflammatory diet, and have been doing stretches. 11, he's talking about the 11 stretches in the comfort zone and several passive stretches in the video you specified for medial pain. Journaling daily, can get days in a row with the pain level at a 5. And then one day it'll go back to 10 and struggle to get from the bedroom to the kitchen, but I can cycle 10 miles with no pain. So it's all weight bearing related. So frustrating. What next? Just continue doing. I have done the stretches 3 times daily. Those medial points stay very painful. Okay, Jerry, there is a couple of things. We need to understand the tension pattern that's going on in the knee. And if the pain is weight bearing related, that means the tension pattern is an extension, meaning that compression of the joint causes more pain. So what we need to do is we need to create traction in the joint. So in order to create traction, we're going to log into the virtual clinic. I want you to go to the stretching lounge, passive stretching section, passive stretching folder, and work with this one specifically. Module 43, passive stretching, leg traction. That's going to help you a whole lot in terms of what you're talking about. I want to address, though, something you brought up, and it's a great point, that the pain level went down and it went back up again. I really want you to understand, when you're at a place of looking at knee replacement surgery, what's been happening is your body has been compensating for years. And when we focus on comfort, when we focus on getting the pressure off of the nerves, your body begins to unwind the tension patterns that have been going on in your body for a very long time. Think of it like those old telephone cords that were, the spiral telephone cords. when you begin to unwind that, the body is going to go through old places that it felt pain in. And this is important to understand the process that the body goes through when it's releasing the tension, releasing the pain, releasing these patterns that are causing the problem today. And by focusing on comfort, what happens is we create the conditions so the body is able to heal. So no matter what the pain level, if the pain level is a 5 or a pain level is a 10, we focus on comfort. We make comfort the new reality, and the body will let go of the tension faster. That's why creating those other conditions in your body, the water, the nutrition, the breathing, the mindset, are so crucial in supporting the body being in comfort when you create that comfort. So I want to say, continue doing what you've been doing. Focus on the traction in the joint. Doing the stretches 3 times daily. We can also up that. If those stretches still feel comfortable, then continue doing them more. As long as you're creating comfort, you're not doing anything bad to the joint. The worst case scenario is nothing will change. However, based on your feedback, things are changing. And Jerry, I know you got the next slide with you as well, and I want to address that too. A short update. Have had 5 good days in a row. Yay, of course. I call good level 3 pain in the left leg and level 4 in the right leg, but definitely an improvement. Need to know if to stay the exact same course as I stated previously or change. I'm definitely motivated by these changes. Thank you, Corey. Now, Corey's my assistant. Continuing with passive stretches and several for medial knee pain in the virtual clinic. I seem to have days with one knee at a 7 and one at a 9, then bam, a day with both at 5. My journaling has proven no trends or patterns to the bike and then putting it back up. Still too much weight bearing issues when walking. Do not do much unless I have unloaded braces on. Unloading braces on. 5 weeks into the program, not giving up. Please, what's next? Or just keep up same as doing now. Okay, Jerry, that big thing. We got to create some traction and see how the traction changes. I'd like you to do it 3 times or more as long as it's comfortable, as well as the initial stretches that I gave you as long as they're creating comfort. Just add the traction video into the change or into the mix as we're moving forward. Okay, question here from Marilyn. Since our phone conversation, I had a meniscus surgery on my left knee 4 weeks ago. I've been going to the PT a couple times a week, and it seems to be helping and getting better. However, I'm nowhere near what I want to be in functionality. Any suggestions? Yes, absolutely. I would work initially with Dr. Charles's Ultimate Knee Pain Supplement List. He has some post-surgery supplements that can support your body healing faster. I would also work with the passive stretches. But you're not giving me how your knee is bothering you, like when it hurts, how it hurts, going upstairs, downstairs. So that's what I need to know. That's the feedback I need. The more detailed you can get, like Jerry was telling me, it's in weight bearing. That gives me a clear picture of how the pattern is holding in your body and what we can do to like which passive stretches will get the pressure off of those nerves in your knee. So Marilyn, write in and let me know how that goes, and then I can point you towards the specific ones in the virtual clinic that are going to help you the most. Okay, question here from Jim. I have a torn meniscus, over a year of pain and swelling when I ride heels on my bike, then pain for a day or so. Not much can help me. Yeah, Jim. You know, what Henry Ford said, if you believe you can or you believe you can't, either way, you're right. And this is really it. And that's why I start with mindset with all of my clients, with all of my successful clients. We got to start with mindset because we have so much that we know. And the key to getting out of knee pain is out of the realm of what we know, in the realm of what we don't know. And without having an open mind that that possibility exists, well, then you're stuck like you are. Swelling when you ride hills on my bike, torn meniscus. How much is it torn? I have a whole bunch of questions that come to mind. What's the degree of tear? Is it in your left knee or your right knee? Does it hurt when you push down or hurt when you pull up? Does it hurt when you walk? Does it hurt when you push off? Does it hurt when you step? So those are all gives me a picture of the pattern that's going on in your body that's creating the meniscus to be what it is. Are you opposed to surgery? Because a simple surgery like, Maryland, can give us high leverage in terms of getting you out of pain faster. Or do you want to do a natural approach, which is supplementation and diet heavy? We got to make sure the body has the resources it needs to heal what's going on in your knee. So it's going to be different. And if you have honestly, it's a piss poor attitude, not much can help me, then you're stuck where you're at and nothing's going to benefit. Nothing's going to change. And what ends up happening is that knee is going to wear. You're going to develop arthritis in it. It's going to continue to degenerate. You're going to get bone on bone, and then you're looking at a knee replacement surgery down the road. So it's ultimately your choice. It becomes a choice when you know a program like mine exists. So choose wisely. Okay, here we go. Here we go. A question from Ray. Thank you for your mail and your interest. I originally subscribed to your website around the new year when I was hobbling about, mainly due to overstretching the ligament in my right knee. I had spent a week previously doing a lot of kneeling and had an x-ray and was diagnosed with degenerative arthritis in my right knee. I do have cartilage between the bones and the bones are not touching. I am much improved from the situation to where I am now. I still have a problem, although not nearly as bad as the new year. And here's the next one. Current situation. I would not say that I have pain in my knees. My main problem is sensitivity as a specific point in my right knee. This is aggravated by kneeling on it for a day or so. When decorating, lagging the loft, and I hobble for a little while it recovers. I can walk okay without any pain after a day's rest. Also, both knees feel weary from time to time. I'm 65, and particularly after I have been kneeling from a day or so or been walking for a day. Okay. What was it? Jim? Ray. Okay, Ray. There's a pattern going on. There's a pattern going on in the knees, probably in the hips and the lower back as well. So sensitivity, here's a distinction that's very important in terms of when I talk about knee pain. I talk about knee pain for a lack of a better term because it seems to cover a lot what's going on in the knee. But when we're looking at, and my program looks at the body from the perspective that we're dealing with the nervous system. The nervous system gets signals from when the nerves are being irritated, and we interpret those and put those into language. Now, I talk to you, Ray, you say your knee's sensitive. I talk to someone else, I talk to Sarah, she says her knee hurts. I talk to Bob, Bob says his knees burn. I talk to Joe, Joe says his knees are tight. Now, which one is right and which one is wrong? Well, no one. And what we're talking about is the languaging we use as to how the knees feel. And when we're talking about the nervous system, no one is wrong because we have to look at the body differently. And I use pain for a catch-all for all of those experiences. So when we address the patterns that are going on in the body with the passive stretches in the virtual clinic, what happens is the body then frees up those patterns through dealing directly with the nervous system, and the pain changes. The tension pattern changes and your experience of your knees change. So they may be sensitive now, they may ache later. Change is good in this case. And what we're doing is we're undoing the years of stuff that's built up in your body. So based on the limited information you're telling me here, we will look at, let's see, I'm going to give you like the two that are the biggest deal. Go into the virtual clinic, the stretching lounge, passive stretching section. Look at module 1 for rotation and module 2, difficulty with stairs. That's going to get you started. What you're sharing with me there is going to give me an indication as to, that's not it, going to give me an indication of how it changes, how it shifts with the sensitivity in your knee. The main problem is sensitivity at a specific point in your right knee. However, it would be helpful for me if you told me where that point is. Is it above the joint? Is it below the joint? Is it on the inside of the right knee? Is that on the outside of the right knee? Is it right where the knee hinges? All of it's going to make a difference. You know, your conventional approach to knee pain isn't going to be looking at that specific of an issue. We have to look at what is your experience of your knee. So Ray, go ahead, give me some feedback right in, and we'll answer it on the next Knees for Life Inner Circle. Oh, we got another one. What do we got? Wow, Ray, you're a writer, huh? Okay, I'm now at a stage where I have a very sensitive spot just below the patella on my right knee. If you look down at your patella, an image is 12 o'clock is looking towards your toes. Then the point is between 5 and 10. 5 and 10, past the hour, at which point the ligaments seem to encase, touch the top of the ridge of the patella. This is close, but not on your knee point 4. Feels like there is a ligament or muscle tendon going over the top edge of the patella. When I catch the spot, kneel on it, or poke it with my finger, it is very painful. The root cause could be when I went ice skating about 5 years ago and crashed down very heavily on the ice on my right knee. Okay. The questions, things I've helped to improve. Been doing several things to improve my knees to get it where I am now. Swimming, cycling, take glucosamine, chondroitin, resting. Any ideas? Yes. The doctor assured me that my right knee would recover from the hobbling situation as it has. I'm now interested to know if you have any thoughts, ideas on how to lessen the impact of the sensitivity around this specific point in my right knee, and how to adverse impact of stretching through excessive kneeling. Okay, now this is very specific, Ray, as far as we're dealing with the pattern. So I already gave you 2 of the stretches to address that. That was modules 1 and modules 2 in the passive stretching section. I also want to give you one more based on this additional information, and that is going to be module 8 with the kneecaps. So I would work with modules 1, modules 2, and modules 8 with the kneecaps to address the sensitivity in that right knee, and see where it goes. So that's gonna begin to shift what you have going on. The glucosamine chondroitin will be much enhanced as a result of creating a space by getting the pressure off of those nerves in your knee. So go ahead and work with that and let me know. Okay, let's see. Question here from Sam. I've been to the hospital about a month ago because I could not walk on my right knee due to the pain and inflammation. I thought maybe they could take an x-ray and an MRI because I thought maybe ruptured the MCL somehow. The pain is on the inside part of the right knee. I was shocked at the changes in healthcare. The doctor manipulated the knee, determined it was not broken, so there was no reason to do an x-ray, and told me to go see a doctor. I thought he was one after giving me some ibuprofen. I left in disbelief in the changes in our healthcare system. I have since done is this. I don't know if I have a torn MCL unless I go to a doctor and get an MRI. I've been taking a product called Celadine and have been taking tart cherry extract because I thought I may have gout. I do have some relief since that episode, and I can get by limping. Not being able to flex the right knee due to twinges of pain in the MCL area. If I purchase a program and if the MCL was torn and is now slowly healing, would I aggravate the MCL doing your stretching program? Okay, Sam, great question. As long as you are creating comfort in the knee, you are not going to be irritating it further. You're actually going to promote the ability of the MCL to heal. I actually have a couple of thoughts here. One is, no, you're not going to do anything bad by stretching with the program. And when I talk about stretching, I'm talking about passive stretches, not the active stretches, the passive stretches. And that's an important distinction in the program because passive stretches work directly with your central nervous system in terms of creating the conditions so your body is able to heal what's going on and get the pressure. So it's going to create comfort, get the pressure off. And so it'll address that twinges of pain. Now, to determine whether the MCL is torn or not, here's a suggestion. Here is a tip. What I would do in your situation. Contact one of your local collegiate or professional sports organizations. Find out who they use, who they send their athletes to for knee injuries. If it's a basketball organization or football organization, hockey, soccer, baseball, they're not going to mess around with less than top notch. They're going to have a great doctor, an orthopedic surgeon. That's the guy you want to talk to. That's the guy you want to call and can do the tests on your knee. Now, a good orthopedic surgeon like that is going to know whether you've torn the ligament or not. They do specific tests, ranges of motion in the knee to determine if the ligaments are intact or they've been torn. And we're looking for, when I'm talking about torn, I'm talking about completely torn. If a ligament is partially torn, it's going to be able to heal. However, we got to set up the conditions in the body for it to do so. So a completely torn ligament like that, a great orthopedic surgeon is going to be able to make that without having to do an MRI. It's hugely important. One, you're going to save the money on the MRI, even though you may be paying a little bit more for the orthopedic surgeon. So that's that would be my strategy for you. So I would begin working with the program and focus on comfort. As long as it's creating comfort in your knee when you're doing the stretch, you're going to be fine. So go see the orthopedic surgeon, work with the stretches, and let me give you the passive stretches that'll help with that. Oh, hold on, let me read this again. Right knee due to the pain and inflammation. I thought maybe they can take an x-ray. Okay, manipulated the knee. Inside part of the right knee. Okay, here's what we want to do. Inside part of the right knee, I want you to go log into the virtual clinic, the stretching lounge, passive stretching section, modules 1 and 2. Then we're going to go and work with inside part of the right knee. So there's 3 more stretches I want to give you. Modules 3 modules 5, and module 40. And this is going to work with the sore knee points above the knee joint, sore knee point below the knee joint on the inside of that knee, as well as right at the meniscus level. So I'm not really sure. You're not giving me specific points, but these three should cover what you have going on. So 3, 5, and 40. I'm sorry, the complete ones are modules 1, modules 2, modules 3, 5, and 40. And based on what you shared with me, that's going to give me an idea of what you have going on. Oh, sorry. Okay. So that is the last question. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing the screen here. We are back. And that's how this works. The more specific you give as far as questions go, the more specific you tell me how your knee hurts, when your knee hurts, going upstairs, downstairs, pushing off, stepping, riding a bike, weight bearing, it hurts, or riding a bike hurts. Is it when you're pushing over the top or when you're pulling up? All of it's going to be different. And understand that as you're working through the program, as you're moving to a place of being more comfortable, because that's the essence of this program. Is it's not just like you do the stretches and you forget it and then that's it, you never do them again. This is an ongoing process. You have stress and tension that build up in your body on a daily basis. Stress and tension that irritate the nerves, that cause tension in your hips and your lower back, that can throw tension down in your knees. So this is an ongoing process. Just like you clean your house, you take care of your car, you got to maintain your relationships, you got to take care of, do maintenance on everything else in your life. You have to do maintenance on yourself as well. This is an additional approach that teaches your body how to recover quicker. When your body recovers faster, you can go live your life. You don't have to spend time thinking about your knee all the time. And if your knee does bother you, you have the tools to sit down for 5 minutes or 10 minutes on a park bench during a long run or a long bike ride. Work with your knee. Your knee gets out of pain. You jump back on the bike. You get back to running and you go live your life. You don't have to think about your knee. That's the idea of the program. We have been conditioned through society to ignore the pain. Suck it up. Push through the pain. No pain, no gain. Pain is weakness leaving the body. You see it all the time. Nothing wrong with that. There's a time and a place for pushing the body. But what's not happening is we're not focusing on recovery. We're not focusing on the time that the body needs to get back to optimal performance again. Nothing can be pushed continually. Even a machine. Look at Formula One racing or any stock car racing. They got to stop and fill up the gas tank. They got to change the tires. There's things that need to happen to maintain that high level of performance. How many people would win a race if they didn't take time to rest? They didn't take time to recover. That's what the program is about. That's what your body has, this capability of healing itself. No matter what degree of pain you're in, no matter what you've been diagnosed with, your body has the capacity to heal itself. So what do we need to do? We need to get the pressure off the nerves. We need to look at the mindset. We need to look at the water and the nutrition and the breathing to set up the conditions in the body so your body can do it. You have to put in the effort. You have to take the time to do it. Unless you want to come to the workshop in August, August 15th and 16th, here in Asheville, North Carolina. Like I said, if you're interested in being part of that class, as I said before, it's already half filled. And all you need to do is shoot me an email, bill@thekneepainguru.com. Put in there the Asheville class, August 15th and 16th. Knees for Life Inner Circle members get a $100 discount. It's a no-brainer, actually, if you're a member of the Inner Circle, to get into that class. We're limited to 10. There's only going to be 10 spots. Like I said, 5 are filled already. There are people that have been waiting to get into a class with me where I'm going to walk you through everything, all your questions, answered. Mindset, water, nutrition, breathing. You'll do the exercises right here in the class. Your knee pain will be reduced, guaranteed, by 50% over the weekend. No, hands down. I can promise you that. That's the kind of results I can deliver. The next Knees for Life Inner Circle. If you're not a member, join. Let's see. Is going to be, let's see. Today is the 24th. So they're going to be the Thursday the 2nd. And it'll be July 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So mark your calendars. Tell your friends, your neighbors, your loved ones who are limping around with knee pain. Quit complaining. Quit complaining and get in touch with Bill. Also, look for that knee pain assessment. We're going to have that up online within the next day or so. Be patient with me as far as the technology goes. I'm great to get you out of knee pain, but the technology can be a little bit frustrating. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do my work, or being able to help with the knees. This is a tremendous, tremendous program, and I see great results when people fully embrace it. They fully commit to it. So once again, if you're not a member of the Knees for Life Inner Circle, join. Well worth it. The class, August 15th and 16th in Asheville. Put that Asheville class, August 15th and 16th in the subject line. Shoot me an email, bill@thekneepainguru.com. And until next time, take care of yourself and your knees. I'll talk to you soon.